11 a.m. That's how we do it here on the Wake Up Show. And in case you didn't know, we got some celebrity birthdays today. Janine, whose birthday is it today?
My favorite is Snoop Dogg's birthday. I'm
Yes.
excited about that.
Yes, it's Snoop Double D-O-G for
Yes.
shizzle, my nizzle.
Mm.
So we all know him as Snoop Dogg, but his government is Calvin Cordesia Brodus Jr.,
Look at you
aka
with the middle name pronounced
Snoop
right.
Dogg, aka Snoop Dogg. That's right. We all know that he got his big break back in '92 with Dr. Dre on the deep cover. It was. I think it was
Yeah,
deep cover.
Deep
Yeah, on the
Cover.
soundtrack.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when we were all introduced to the Snoopster, and it's been nothing but 3 decades of dominance.
Yep.
All right. So to put it into perspective, all right, he has sold over 23 million albums in the United States and 35 million albums worldwide.
That's
It's
unbelievable.
3 decades of dominance. All right. He is turning 52 years old today.
Ooh, happy birthday,
Happy
Snoop.
birthday to Shizzle, my nizzle.
Mm-hmm. I got to see him out in Vegas at a fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he was attending the fight.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
attending the fight.
All right.
He was not.
He was
fighting,
not
yeah.
in the fight. Yeah, that's always good to hear.
Nah.
That's always good to hear when
Yep.
he's attending the fight and he is not the fight.
He doesn't seem like that, maybe he was, but that type of dude.
Well, listen, man, it's no secret that he
Calvin.
was he was to start his career off, man. He got in some deep trouble.
Yep.
So we all know that murder was the case they gave me. That was all brought about because he was obviously he was gang affiliated,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he had a bodyguard with him, and a rival gang member tried to get at him, and his bodyguard ended up shooting, wounded, and killing the person. So eventually what happened, it was basically written off as self-defense, and he eventually ended up beating the case. So that's how that all developed.
Murder was the
Yes,
case.
murder was the case
Yeah.
that they gave him, but as luck would have it, he beat the case,
Yeah.
and here we are today celebrating his 52nd birthday. Also celebrating birthdays today is our Vice President Kamala
Really?
Harris.
Oh, happy
That's right.
birthday. Happy birthday, girl.
She is turning 59 years old today.
She looks good.
She looks good.
She
Black
looks
don't crack.
good. She like
Black
J-Lo
Black don't crack.
looking, yeah.
Yes. As we all know, she spent her life in politics. All right.
Yeah.
She started out as a district attorney in San Francisco, California, and then she made it to the attorney general, worked her way up the ladder, and we also know that she's the first woman of color. She's the first woman and the first woman of color to be elected as the vice president. Happy birthday to her today.
Yes,
to
sir.
her, she turns 59 years old today.
Wow.
One of my favorites. It's his birthday today. We all know him by from the movie Do the Right Thing. All right. So you seen
Let's go.
the Do the Right Thing, right?
Yes.
So wait, hold on.
Spike. Oh, you're gonna go get okay. You got the album right here.
The album cover right there.
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing. It's an iconic film. All right. So
Yep.
some of you youngins out there did not see this movie, do yourself a favor and go see this movie. All right. Do the Right Thing.
Let me shop
Radio
this one.
Raheem. He went by the name of Radio Raheem. His real name is William Golden Nunn III. And an interesting fact that I found out. So he was a college buddy of Spike Lee. As you know, he appeared in a lot of Spike Lee movies. All right, so they were buddies, and of course, what Spike Lee did, he brought a lot of his people up with him, and William Golden Nunn III was one of those guys, and he was in a lot of his films, but he also was in the Spider-Man film. All right, a lot of people didn't know that. Yeah,
I didn't.
he graduated from Morehouse College, HBCU, of course, in 1976. All right, he had a lot of movies. So, do you remember him in New Jack City? He was in New Jack City. He was.
He right there by?
Yes,
by
he
Wesley?
was. He was
one of
he
them.
was the. He was the da da da. They called him
Yeah.
Radaman. Da da da. He stuttered.
Yes.
He was a
Oh
stuttering
my
guy.
gosh,
He played that
I didn't
part.
realize that was
Yes,
him.
man.
Yep.
So he played in a lot of Wesley. He played in a lot of Spike Lee movies.
Yeah.
And his claim to fame though was Radio Raheem, Love,
Yeah.
Hate. He had them 2 rings on.
Yes.
He did a lot for the culture. So
How old is he?
he would have been he would have celebrated because he passed away. He would have celebrated his 71st birthday today.
Oh, wow.
Nunn died on September 24th, 2016. He suffered from leukemia.
Oh.
Yes, today he would have celebrated his 71st birthday. Also today is we got some younger folks celebrating their birthday. So Kentrell Deshaun Golden, aka Young Boy Never Broke Again. Today is his birthday. He's a youngin' though. He's just 24 years old.
24.
Yes, 24 years.
Still new in the game.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
He's best known for his song "Outside Today," which hit number 31 on the Billboard 100. But he's got a lot of things that are still coming up. He performs with a lot of artists. A young and upcoming rapper. He's there already. Also,
some features.
yes, a lot of features.
Yeah.
Also celebrating the birthday today is Donald D. Brown Ferguson Jr., also known as ASAP Ferg. All right. ASAP Ferg. He is turning today. He is turning. Let's see, how old is he turning? He is turning, I believe he's 30. What is he? 35 years old today.
Ooh.
He's turning 35. So he's a little bit on the a little bit older than NBA Never Broke Again. The name
broke
the name
again.
again. It gets me. It gets me. Never Broke Again. I'm like, wait a second. Never Broke Again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Never Broke Again. That I don't know how they get these names or where they get these names from. I like to know who picks it out for them.
Yeah.
But
some of them will tell. I wonder.
Never
I'll have to
Broke
Google
Again.
that.
I'm like, what? I'm like, wait a second. Never Broke Again. But yeah, they get some interesting names.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my Facebook friends who are celebrating birthdays today include Jeffrey Lopes, who turned 64 years old today. All right.
Happy birthday.
Also, John Oliver, he's celebrating his 54th birthday. And Jonathan Gomes, it's his birthday today, as well as Tony Barboza Gonzalez. It's her birthday today as well.
Oh, happy birthday, Tony.
Yes, happy birthday
That's
to
one of
you all.
One of my mains.
Yes, happy birthday
love
to
it.
you all. May y'all have a blessed birthday and get everything that you want and need. All right. So before the last break, we said that we were going to talk about the Will Smith and Jada drama. It's back. And you know something? I look back and I think about, is this like all scripted? It seems as if the timing for everything.
If it is scripted and this is happening to their children and they have an actual family, like you can't script feelings. You can't script what happens after the repercussions of all of this. So
I don't know.
I hope not.
I don't know.
I want to hear
The
this
timing.
video, though.
The timing of a lot of this it's kind of it kind of makes me question it, because by no coincidence, right? We all know that Jada came out with the accusations that that basically they checked out of a sexual relationship. It's been 7 years, right? They checked out of. They're just kind of living together, but they're not divorced. And we know that she had an entanglement.
Yeah.
She had an entanglement with August Alsina, who is a lot younger than she is. And by no coincidence, all of a sudden she announced that she was releasing a book. So you see the build up to it, right?
Yes.
You want to be trending. You want to be trending. You want people to be like, oh, look at her. Look, oh my God, you want to pique the interest. So bang, there you go, right? And now all of a sudden, as luck would have it, or maybe it's planned, Will Smith shows up to her book, one of her premieres at her book signing, right? And let's just say the brother didn't do anything or say anything. I'm gonna play the clip.
All right.
I'm gonna play the clip. We're gonna play the clip. We're gonna listen to it. All right. So here we go.
I'm curious.
I thought I had it going, but let's see.
I'm curious.
We got it. Hold on, we got it.
And I could see her, scripting this for the book, but it's seeming to backfire. Like how many? I'm curious to see where these sales go because she's telling so much about it, and I feel like it's a. I'm gonna say I feel like it's a backfire.
He basically in this video he's supporting her. All right. So let's see. It's loading. Okay. All right. So that was the first response, the first actual response to that he's given publicly. He hasn't come forward or given any interviews or any red tables or anything of that nature. Your thoughts on it?
He's getting a cut. Number one. He's getting a cut, and he is the father of her children, right? So he probably doesn't wish bad on her, but that's just crazy. Like that is just crazy. She needs to go sit somewhere for a while in the dark and just I don't even understand what he's doing. And I feel like it's not real. Like he's laughing so much. He doesn't want people to see him break or sweat. So he's sitting there laughing, but at the end of the day, his girlfriend might be waiting out on the roof with the helicopter. Like I don't understand that. I don't think it's real. He can't possibly really. He's making it clear that he doesn't agree with it, but he can't possibly support this decision to just put everything on blast like that in black and white, write it, sell it.
My whole thoughts on this is like I said, it's gone beyond, and I think it's becoming a monetary value. They're just like, okay, you know what? It's a circus. Let's 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 make money on it. And here's where, you know, if so, let's put it this way: they're trying to get ahead of the narrative and create a narrative for themselves. Like, okay, everything's fine and dandy. He's up there laughing. He's up there smiling. And it's like, come on, man. You know, so let's rewind back to the August Alsina thing, right?
Yeah.
So with August Alsina, once all that came about, they had the Red Table. She was on that show.
Yeah.
And all kinds of memes came out with him sitting there crying, red eyes, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're trying to take a different approach, and like I said, get ahead of the narrative and create their own narrative. Like, look, there's nothing wrong. We're good with it.
You don't care.
Yeah, we're good with it. You should be good with it too. So they're out in front of it, and I think it's all for monetary gain for me. That's what I think. But once again, as a man, I couldn't stand up there and be supportive of her. I think there's some things that need to be left between the two individuals and inside the core of the family, and it doesn't need to be shared with the whole world.
Yeah.
Because once you let people know what's going on in your relationship, you know, that's when a lot of divide can come in.
Correct.
But did you also see that when the rumors were swirling around, Jada said that Chris Rock asked her out on a date? Yeah, asked her out on a date.
I can't. And she said no. Is that
Oh
what?
yeah.
And that's why. Wait, before or after?
This
Matt?
was
prior.
this was this was before the smack. This before.
Oh, so he was getting at her.
Well, I'm sure there was a lot more people that were
Yeah.
getting at her, knowing that she's going out and, you know, getting in entanglements.
Yes.
You know, so maybe she went back and told Will that, and maybe that's where a lot of the anger came out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It is just that whole situation is just.
She's a mess.
It's a dumpster fire.
She is a mess. I try to support her in every way I can, but she needs help for real. Like that Red Table.
I can't. I for the life of me, I couldn't. Just imagine, right? So we all have bad moments in our life. Just imagine if we went on national television. We're like, yeah, I screwed this one. I did this. I did that. You know what I'm saying? I did all these things, and to air out all your dirty laundry. Typically, you go to a marriage counselor, a therapist, you know, something of that nature.
Yes.
You don't go in front of national television and just air out all your laundry.
No, because you want people to know what or to confirm what. Like, you can wonder. You can wonder.
I do not get it, nor do I want to get it, but that is their lives. Live your life. But, I mean, you're giving, I know we shouldn't judge, but you're giving people a lot of ammunition in different ways to come at you.
Yeah. I feel like they always have, though, as a couple, right?
Yes.
Minus before the entanglement, they kind of made it clear that the type of couple they were was a whole nother. It wasn't that role model, just the two of us song, father and son bond that America needs to be watching and thinking that is like they're the role models for a healthy, happy family, because that's not the case.
It is a dumpster fire. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. I you know, this is TBC, to be continued. There's gonna be more. There's gonna be, you know, and to me, I think that they're just following script now at this point.
Yeah,
they're
Will needs to go to Philly.
He'll never
have
go
a
back to Philly.
cheesesteak.
He'll never go
have a
back to Philly.
cheesesteak and come back. Maybe it will get him a little in a mindset.
He's la la. He's
not stay there, but he needs to go.
He's la la land, you know. And I once watched a clip of him with his kids, and they were talking about they were in the living room, and it was you know, all four of them, his boy, his girl, and himself and Jada, and they were talking about fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids, they were like, yeah, we'll be able to take you. And he's like, I'm from Philly. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Philly. And he's like, Jada, she come from the hood too. And I'm saying to myself, that's not the image that you portray.
No.
You know,
No.
you've never been that thug guy.
Yeah.
And to say I'm from Philly, it didn't resonate.
Yeah.
Like, nah, stop it. You're not that guy.
Yeah.
You're not Tupac.
Yep. Exactly.
You're not Tupac. Yeah, your
We
wife
know.
your
We
wife
know.
was probably harder than you back in the day, but you're not that guy.
Yeah.
So.
Do you see the memes now? They got Jada in the backseat with Tupac and Suge.
Yes. It's just,
It's just
but
crazy.
this is what I'm talking about. We're in a time and day where people are just going to run with it and do all kinds, but they don't care.
No.
It's non-effective to them.
Yeah.
They're just unfazed, and they're like, la la, I'm gonna go on with my day, and I'm gonna make money off my book, and so be it.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, if they're not bothered by it, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, let them. I can sit there and give my opinion on it, but if they're fine with it, go ahead, do your thing.
I miss the low down dirty shame Jada.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
The crazy Jada.
The
Yeah,
crazy
the crazy Jada.
That Jada though.
Yeah.
Shay.
Yeah, she's crazy in her own way though. Crazy in her own way.
Yeah.
774-425-2631. That is the number in which you can get at us. It's Mags in the Morning with Janine as well. All right. We're going to continue on with the music. We've got, let's see, we've got a little under an hour actually left.
Wow.
Up until 11 o'clock. And in case you miss a show, you're just tuning in or you're watching on social media, you can always catch the replay. All right. Catch the replay at 12:30 to 3:30. All right.
Mhm.
Right here on WMB1.com. Remember, go out and download the app WMB1 Radio on all platforms on Apple and on Android because we cater to everyone, man. We just don't try to keep people in the box. We try to cover all the areas. All right.
Yes.
So yes, keep it locked right here. Keep it tuned. We're gonna get back to more of the music, and we're gonna wake you up. All right.
And much love to my people at their desks.
There you go.
Lynn Spin, Jeray at your desk listening in. Thank you.
Listen, and it's a cheat code, right? So you can pop us up on the browser WMB1.com. Open up another browser, put it a little low, and vibe out with us, man. It's that simple. WMB1.com. Big ups to all the workers out there. You know what? It's Friday, man.
Yep.
It's Friday. Go out and have yourself a good time. All right. We're going to keep it locked and loaded right here at WMB1 Radio. It's the Wake Up Show. Let's go. Wake up, wake up, wake up.